Good afternoon, Magic Tribe. Welcome back to Magic Ministries, and I'm Nina Diedrich, the Magic. This is our first episode of, twist creation. We're going to call this the Sermonize Me Sunday. So, our topic today is, who are you? And who are you choosing to be as you realize this? It's a heavy topic, right? But we can make it a lot more joyful by changing our perspective a little bit. So that's what we're going to do today. I am going to pull some cards, but we're going to just sit here and chat for a little bit. Hello, husband. I love you. First, I want to tell you guys a little story. We have been going through quite the journey here since November. Back in November, when we went to go visit my daughter, we were offered an opportunity that was, too good to be true. And at the time, I was so fucking excited because, we were offered the opportunity to move to New Orleans. Well, that would mean I was only an hour away from my oldest daughter and my new grandbaby. Unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond our control, that opportunity had to be revoked. And I'm epically sad about it. Because for one, it was going to be a huge step for this ministry, because we were going to be buying a 4-bedroom house, which meant I was going to be able to start offering retreats. And now it looks like I'm not going to be able to do that. So I just wanted to bring this all to the table to you guys so you know, what we're going through here. And so you don't feel quite so alone in your own trials and tribulations. But, the ministry will move on, right? So we're going to just try to make the best of it. And I need to make a lot more money so I can make a lot more trips across the country. But this is who I choose to be, right? This is who I am. I am an example of what it means to live an unconditional life. No matter what life throws at me, I've learned to love it and realize that there's a lesson in it somewhere. Maybe at some point things will change and maybe we'll get the opportunity again, but it's definitely not going to be now. And I hate waiting. It's my Scorpio and my Capricorn in me. Waiting sucks balls. And I just want to be getting baby cuddles right now. So bear with me if I'm a little off kilter this week. Today's been really rough. How are you guys navigating your shit? Are you hunkering down and just letting it wash over you? And then once the wave stops, getting back up and realizing that that's not who you are, right? Because we are never rejection and lack. We are always life and love and joy and happiness. And even though I may not be the happiest clam in the world right now, I still have an unending amount of things to be grateful for. And this one little rock in my road isn't going to derail my whole train, right? Because I choose not to let it. And instead, I don't know, maybe I'll just start making even more videos to keep myself busy. How about we pull a card out of the Divine Wisdom deck? And let's see if Source has any message for us to start with today. And we have 2. The first one says, is a death a calamity if it saves the lives of thousands? And is a life a joyous event if it has caused nothing but grief? And yet, even this you should not judge, but keep always your own counsel and allow others theirs, right? So even though I'm super upset about this situation, I can't really judge the object of its creation because, well, life happens and somebody else may just be going through something even worse than what I'm going through. And my biggest choice in life right now is to choose to be compassion and love, or I could choose to be lack and fear and anger and vengefulness, right? And that doesn't help anyone, most especially my own soul. All it does is show me my own disconnection, right? And our next message says, your life is always a result of your thoughts about it, including your obviously creative thought that you seldom get what you choose. Ouch. Ouch, universe. Maybe that is my problem. Maybe from the get-go, I thought that this was too good to be true, and then it turned out to be. Maybe I need to have a little bit more faith in the universe and stop being such a fucking defensive wiener. Ow. Double ow. But I am just a spirit trying to have a human experience, right? And I remember that I'm here to get closer to love. So how can I love myself more through this? Let's get a third message. Well, I guess technically it's the second one because you pulled those two out together. Oh. And it says, go ahead and do what you really love to do and do nothing else. You have so little time. How can you think of wasting a moment doing something for a living you don't like to do? What kind of living is that? The answer is, that is not a living. That is a dying. And, well, we didn't come here just to die, did we? We came here to experience who and what we are. Because you can know things all you want to, but until you experience that knowing, is your knowledge really complete? So, welcome to the playing field for spirit. You're here to become the knowing. All right, let's get a couple out of the Universe Has Your Back deck too. Let me move this one out of the way. I think we'll get some questions from the Soul Truth deck. We have a message, and it is, the universe has my back. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. And? Oh, I love this one. Today, we witness the darkness and call on the light with our prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding us to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Right? And the bottom of the deck. because happiness is our birthright. So if you're not happy right now, how are you blocking it from yourself? By your beliefs. Even your obviously creative one that you seldom get what you want, which I think might be my own personal problem. How about we work on that together this week, huh, folks? Let's get some Soul Truth cards, and then we'll get a card from Esther and Jerry, I think. I think we're going to pull 5. We'll pull 5 questions today. Let's really go deep. So we have witnessed our darkness, and we are now calling on the light. The question we need to ask ourselves is, what expectations do we have that are impossible to meet? Ooh. So, the expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. We then experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met. It's time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. So your soul actions this week, Magic Tribe, my loving, beautiful soul family, is, first of all, to be grateful. You are being summoned to more peace, because peace is home for your soul, and it is accompanied by trust. It comes when you surrender and focus on only what you can control. So if you expect nothing and are grateful for everything, it's the best road to experience extreme fulfillment, right? Ironic. Let's get another one. What is our next question? Where am I called to use my voice right now? Good fucking question. So, Magic Tribe, you have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Today's soul action says, share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth, because your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. Like it. And again. Oh, this is a good one. Do you believe that you're worthy? The answer is you are. You are worthy, you are deserving, and you are loved. So start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you have dreamt up. Your crown has been bought and paid for, so put it on your fucking head and wear it. Your next soul action says, for a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? And your job this week is to keep saying over and over and over again, I'm worthy of it all. And you are. Plus some. Magnify it by 100. And you're still worth more. So your next question. Do I surround myself with people who lift me up? The people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. So, Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? And do they help you step into your greatest potential? Your next soul action for this week says, make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself with, and clarify if there is anyone in your life who no longer serves you. And is it possible that you can possibly love them from a distance instead? Oh yeah, it's possible. I am the living embodiment of that. I have literally become an island to myself in this process. If it wasn't for my husband and son, I am not quite sure where I would be right now. And the few amazing people that do make it a point to stay in my life. Our last and final question from our soul says, am I afraid to be seen? This is funny. I'm going to tell you guys a little story before I read this card. But part of the main reason why I started this YouTube channel, and then, well, I started it back in 2016, and I deleted all of my earlier stuff, but I never made it public anyway, so it didn't really matter. I didn't actually become completely public here on YouTube until February of 2018. So over the last 2 years, there's been monumental growth for this channel and for myself. If you go back and watch my earlier videos, I am night and day a different person, both in how I communicate and what I'm communicating to as well. But that was the main reason why I started this. I've always been the little mouse in the corner. People who know me now will actually probably be peeing their pants laughing, because that is definitely not who I am now. But it was who I once was for most of my life. And it wasn't until I started this channel that I realized that I actually had something of value to say. You know, I came from a time where it was better to be seen and not heard, and wanting to do things for myself made me a selfish brat. So I learned not to do things for myself, and I learned how to become the most responsible adult in the world at a young age, to the detriment of my own childhood, which is now why I get to have all the fun now, and why I'm still learning how to have fun as well, which has also been part of what this journey's been about too, in building this ministry. Because my whole goal from the very beginning was to show people that you can be, do, and have anything you wish, as long as you're willing to put in the effort and keep doing it. Are there people who are doing better success-wise than me? Sure, there's tons of them. But they may have better support systems, or shit, they may be buying views for all I know. I don't know how this whole YouTube thing works. I just upload videos and people magically show up to watch them. That's not up to me to know the inner workings of it, right? I'm not here to play a game. I'm here to give a message. One that is not that this world is shit, but that this world is what we create and the reality that we choose. If we keep choosing to look at the shit, well, yeah, of course, that's what you're going to see. Instead, we could clean up the shit, and then everybody can walk around barefoot, no problem, right? The question is, are you willing to do in the work, or are you still trying to blame it on somebody else? Is this still about what somebody else did to you? Guess what? Every time you relive that situation, you're doing it again to yourself. Your body doesn't know any difference. It just knows what you tell it. And if you're continually telling it and reliving this old trauma or whatever it is that you're stuck on, well, that's what you're going to keep getting. You're just a giant magnet calling to you what you're vibrating. And if you're still stuck in your old dogma, well, you're just going to keep getting dog shit. Or you can level up and realize that you are who you choose to be and not what other people have chosen to do to you. Because none of that matters. The only thing that matters is your reaction to it. So you can either keep reacting to life or you can start creating it. And realize that you can be, do, and have whatever you want. You just also have to be willing to be, do, and have what that vibration means. And you can't keep the old bullshit if you want to level up. It makes you too heavy. So if you want to vibrate higher, dump the fucking sandbags out of your hot air balloon. And then watch how much higher you climb then. Then you'll realize you have no reason to complain. All right. So let's get the bottom of the deck too. And this is going to be your biggest question this week. Who am I ready to forgive? Because according to C.G. Jung, I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become. So, Magic Tribe, is it time to let go, forgive, and move onward? Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. So look at it from their shoes and notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become? And how is this resistance holding you from what your soul wants? Your number one homework for this week is write a forgiveness letter to yourself. And then practice this prayer while thinking of the person you're ready to forgive. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. Even if you're sitting there repeating this to yourself in the mirror, the mantra is still the same. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. And mean it. Mean it to the depths of your very soul. It's no different than dedicating yourself to any religion. Only this time, you're dedicating yourself to freeing your own soul. Because this isn't about what anybody did to you. It's about what you keep doing to you. So, forgive yourself today. And in that way, forgive someone else. And see what kind of freedom that can bring you. And know that even when it looks like life is bullshit, everything is always working out for you. And all your wants and needs are met above and beyond your greatest expectation. We just have to learn how to get out of our own way and learn how to allow and accept those things meant for us, instead of just continually giving them away to someone else because it looks like they need it more. But the fact is, if they needed it more, the universe would have given it to them. So stop giving away the universe's gift. Realize you are worth every bit of it. And then start learning how to accept that. And I'm going to be here doing it right along with you as we go through our own processes here at Magic Ministries. Thank you so much once again for joining me for my newest adventure. And, well, I'm just going to hope that this is freeing us up for something even better. I'm not sure what could be better than living by my grandbaby, but the universe knows better than I, right? Maybe it's time I learned to trust that. Be well, my friends. Know I love you all beyond measure. And you have made monumental change in this little witch's life. So, be good. Be good to yourselves. And most of all this Sunday, keep being good to each other. And I'll see you next week for our next Sermonize Me Sunday. I wonder what next week's topic will be. And for the rest of you, well, I will see you on Tuesday for our regularly scheduled broadcasting. Go out and be the best you can be. It's the reason you came here. And I'm just here to remind you.